Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Designing Women Christmas in July, and I am joined by this lovely group of women. And we have some great Christmas gifts to share with you that you could make between now and Christmas and have a stash ready to use as gifts and to give away to those that you love. So we're going to start off with a bit of a question, though, about dessert, because diets seem to go out the window at Christmas time, and
Definitely.
let's have some dessert. So what are our favorite desserts? I'm going to start with Laura.
Well, I grew up in the South, y'all, so we're supposed to have an all-white cake at Christmas. So I usually make a cake called Cherries in the Snow, which is a white cake with a white icing, and it has cherries in between the levels. But I always make cookies. So the things that I'll only make at Christmas are homemade shortbread cookies and homemade gingerbread cookies.
Yum. That sounds good.
It does. Charisma, what's yours?
Well, so I am like a classic chocolate chip cookie lover, but that's all year long, really. But Christmas just gives me an excuse to really overindulge on those. But something that we always make just at Christmas time is something that years and years ago, when my kids were really little, someone from our church gave us a loaf of what is called orange candy bread, and it's made with those orange gummy slices, and it has dates and nuts and all this stuff. So we have her recipe and we make it every year, and it's a family favorite. So I would say specifically Christmas, it would be orange candy bread.
That also
love
sounds
that.
good.
That sounds really different. I can't wait to see that recipe.
Yeah, it's delicious. It sounds crazy, but it's really good. I mean, my kids love it. We all love it. So
sounds great. And what about you?
Well, I also, like Laura, is a gingerbread nut. I love making gingerbread cookies at Christmas time. That's sort of one of my things that I do. And I love making gingerbread houses. And I have made a gingerbread house in the shape of the quilt barn, my house, a derelict barn, all those sort of things. But the dessert that I make most is called a chocolate ripple cake. And in Australia, we have these biscuits called chocolate ripple biscuits. And they're just sort of fairly basic chocolate, but they've got this ripple sort of on the top. And when I say chocolate, it's not like chocolate in a bar kind of chocolate. It's a chocolate cookie. And you dip them in some juice or maybe some alcohol if you've got no kids at the Christmas table, and then whipped cream. And you put them on the side and then slather the whole thing in whipped cream. And I make it in the shape of a wreath. And the best thing is that Arnott's actually make them in a gluten-free version, so my husband can have them because it is his favourite dessert of all time. And of course, they go all sort of soft and soggy. So basically, by the time you're cutting through this cake, it's just a chocolate, cakey, gooey, creamy, very, very decadent dessert. So that's my favourite for Christmas.
It also works with gingerbread biscuits as well.
Ooh, I've never tried it with gingerbread biscuits.
Yeah,
maybe next year.
Adds a bit of a kick. It's pretty good. Jen, what about you?
We need to tell the people in the U.S. that what y'all are calling biscuits, we call cookies, because we're from biscuits are like a savory scone.
Yeah,
no, I had to switch that because it is. When I think of biscuits, I think of biscuits and gravy that people have for breakfast, and it's like those biscuits.
No.
Okay, so biscuits in Australia is sort of more the English kind of version, and it's a biscuit is something that actually has a crunch. So when you crack a biscuit, it actually cracks and crunches. Where we sort of call things cookies as well, but cookies are more soft, so there's no crack to a cookie. Anyway, some Australian American things.
The technical version.
Yeah.
Jen, what's your favorite dessert at Christmas time?
So this was hard. I'm not a sweets person. I'm like a salty, savory, mow through chips and salsa and pizza, like that kind of stuff. So for me, I think my favorite dessert probably would be for Christmas. We make these things called chocolate peanut butter balls. Some areas call them Buckeyes in the US. and they're more of a savory salty because it's basically like crumbled up graham crackers with peanut butter, and then you mash it all together and then you roll it in chocolate. So it's kind of got that crunchy, salty, savory peanut butter, but then it's got that touch of sweet because I do mine in dark chocolate because it's not real sweet. But it's almost like you're eating a yummy peanut butter cup that doesn't have that like chemically taste that like certain brands of peanut butter cups do. Well, they call it a brand
They
here.
sound nice.
But those are my favorite dessert when it comes to snacking.
Sounds great.
And what about you, Raylee?
Mine is something that I've not made for quite some time because eggs are a little bit of a commodity in Australia at the moment.
Luxury.
My family enjoys pavlova, and I do make pavlova in more of the English style, which means less white fluff and more meringue, if that makes sense. And if you bake it just right, it's chewy and it tastes amazing. And you can either make it vaguely healthy by adding fruit, or you can go full on chocolate shavings and all that sort of stuff. So
really, is this like a cake?
No, it's meringue basically. But if you do it as a cake, like not a little meringue, it's like a cake. And
flatter, we're talking big.
The mixture is basically egg white and sugar. And it's just divine. So it's got the crunch
to divinity.
Possibly. That's right. We're going to be sharing recipes for all of our desserts on our blog, so you'll be able to check those out and give those a go. All right, now that we have shared our favorite Christmas desserts, we are going to launch into sharing about projects that we want to highlight to you that are quick and easy. Some of them are new and that you can make between now and Christmas and have on hand as gifts to give to those people that you love. So we're going to go around the screen again, and we're going to show you what we've got that might inspire you to make as Christmas gifts. Some of these are perfect for scraps. Some of them you can tailor exactly to your color choices, but they're designed to have fun and to be quick and easy. So let's kick off with that. We're going to start with Laura.
Hi guys, my project is a bag that I've revamped. So a couple of years ago, I was asked to make a trick-or-treat bag for kids to gather trick-or-treat candy in. As a mother of 3 boys, we usually ended up with pillowcases. So this is a cinch sack. It's a quilted cinch sack that they can wear on their back. Well, Halloween isn't really appropriate for the holidays. And I participate every year with our church in Operation Christmas Child. And they recommend a cinch sack be put in the boxes so that the children have a way to carry the gifts that you've given them as well as their school books and things. So I have revamped the cinch sack so that you can make them and include them in your Operation Christmas Child box. If you're going to give them to someone you know, you can make them any way you would like. If you're going to send them to Operation Christmas Child, no holiday fabrics, no religious icons can be on it. Many of the children are in areas where religious icons could get their whole family in trouble. So the pattern is going to be available on my website. It'll cost $5 through the end of August. It's normally a $12 pattern. If you buy the pattern and make a bag, if you send me a picture of you donating it to Operation Christmas Child, I will give you a $5 coupon to use towards another purchase in my website. So I would love for everybody that gets this to at least make one so that we can put a quilty hug around all of the children all over the world. So I'd love for everybody to make one of these and send it off in a Operation Christmas Child box.
Cool. I love that, Laura.
I love the colors too.
Yeah.
I can see that in some ombre sort of blues or something like that as well. It'd be so
It'd be
good.
gorgeous.
Lots of options.
I think I have a few things in my stash that might be perfect for those. That's
What
a
did
lovely
you
offer
use on the
too. Thank
strap,
you, Laura.
Laura,
Oh.
what did you use on the strap?
It's a folded strip of fabric.
Got it.
So I cut the fabric 3 inches and then folded it like bias tape into the middle and then in half.
Very
And
cool.
the fabrics are Terry Van den Bosch's vegetable line. So this will be great for like the farmer's market, you know, as your reusable bag. Cool. They're also fantastic for gym bags if you still have kids at home, because you can throw it in the washing machine. It's completely fabric and it won't disintegrate, and perfectly good. But yes, the straps are just fabric. I lined them with some SF 101 just to give them a little extra oomph, which is just the interfacing.
Yeah, cool.
Very versatile, in other words. That's awesome. Cool. All righty, moving on to Charisma. What have you got for us?
Hi, everybody. So I live in a place called Deer Park, Washington, because there's a few in America that have the name Deer Park. And so it's sort of a thing around here. And with the holidays, deer are on a lot of merchandise and fabrics and different things. So I have one called Deer Christmas. Deer Christmas. It's hanging up behind me. So it's like a little wreath with a little gift in the center, and then the deer antlers and birds and little snowflakes. I would say it might be like a little bit more of an intermediate project, but it's a perfect lap quilt. It's beautiful. It doesn't have to be in holiday specific fabrics, and it could just be winter themed. And I also have this quilt right here. I'm doing a whole video series throughout July and the middle of August called Homestead Patchwork. And it is a series of blocks, like a block of the month. It's block of the month friendly. They're all very simple blocks. And I have kits for both of these. And Dear Christmas will be 25% off for the kit or the pattern in my shop for the month. So, Dear Christmas.
Charisma, I feel like your quilt is perfect for folks to make and then use as like a photo background, and they can have like, you know, photograph themselves right in front with antlers.
Yes.
Like this?
Yes.
Pretty much.
You need a red clown nose so somebody can be Rudolph.
I have a bit of a plan now that I have my wall back in my family room that I can hang quilts on. I do want to have a series of quilts that are suitable throughout the year. Whether I end up with like something I can change out every month remains to be seen, but that might be perfect for December. So very cool. Lovely.
What's the size of the quilt, Charisma? Because it looks beautiful just hanging as a wall hanging. I love it.
Yeah, it's 64.76, and that's with a kind of a small border. So you could even make it a little smaller if you needed it to fit a little area, but perfect lap quilt size, really.
Yeah, lovely.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Sounds great. All right, and what have you got for us?
Okay, so I have gone very different. And I was sitting one day and had this wonderful little idea, basically because I got this cute new fabric collection called Perfect Christmas, and it has got the cutest little cats in it, and the opening presents and all this. It's just lovely. And so I have made a cat placemat, or a cat-shaped placemat. So and you'll see by the pictures that are on my blog and website, I've styled them nicely with some cute kitty sort of crockery and things, but it's just the perfect size for a nice plate and bowl, little fork and spoon, and you can use the ears to put your little glass of water or whatever on. So I think that's just the cutest thing, and I could just imagine everybody sitting around the table with their cat placemats. And then I went, oh my gosh, you could actually make it in some, you know, that coated kind of fabrics, and it could be where your cat eats too. I could just imagine a little kitty cat coming up and having their breakfast on the cat placemat. So that's what I've got. It's a quick and easy one. got a lovely YouTube tutorial for it, and it's just a very low-cost pattern because we've got the PDF of the actual template and instructions for you as well. So that's mine.
That's
Fantastic.
adorable.
That would be
Amazing.
cute because my cat is actually quite messy when she eats, and I do have a placemat down for her.
Mhm.
You can put it on a plate, and she will still drag something off.
It's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cat food. It's not like it needs to be killed. So
but they probably still think it should be.
yeah, probably. Fantastic, and that would be perfect in so many different colors. You could easily customize all of our projects.
Exactly. Yeah.
For your own sort of
I use just a very sort of dark coloured background because obviously I realise these are going to go through the washing machine a lot of times, and they go through the washing machine really well, and you just give them a quick press with the iron. Obviously they do get stained after a while, but that's what your stash is for. You just make some more.
That's it. Perfect.
So, Anne, I don't have any grandkids, but all three of my sons have cats. So I think I'm going to be making a dozen cat playsets for my grandkitties.
Your grandkitties. That's cute.
I like that.
That's very cute.
The gift
Right.
for somebody who has absolutely everything but really needs a cat placemat.
Yeah. Jen, you're up.
Hey guys, okay, so I've got two projects I'm going to share with you today quickly. So the first one, these are perfect scrap busters for all those extra pieces of Christmas fabric that you have laying around. These are Christmas tree napkins, and what I love about these is they're like these cute little scrappy napkins, but they fold up, so they're actually like full size. So what you do is you just cut two pieces of fabric. As long as they coordinate, they will work. And what's great is, you know, I've got these in all random colors, and when you put them all out on your kitchen table for Christmas or your dining room table for Christmas, they look adorable, all different scrappy fabrics. So I love using up those extra pieces, and kind of like Anne's placemats, I love functional things, right? It's always great to gift somebody something that they can just use right away. So these are super fun. These are out there on our website. We'll be sharing that with you guys today, and they're free, which is awesome. And the other project I have is something that you can gift to folks. So these are pocket prayer quilts, and they're just these little tiny mini pocket prayer quilts. They've got little scripture verses on the back, which are perfect for here at Faith and Fabric. And I'm going to show you guys, we have a video tutorial on how to make these. So there's a bunch of different styles. Again, these are great little scrap busters because they actually finish at like 2 inches by 2 inches. They're really tiny. Here's for comparison size. But they're neat because when you have that moment, or you're gifting these to a friend or maybe to a child when going back to school, they have a little token inside. Now, faith-based, you can put a little cross in here. If you're just gifting it to a non-faith-based person, that's perfect. You can put a little penny for good luck in here. But it's neat to kind of keep these in your pocket or with you and kind of just have that. You know, I have a son who's 13, and he always has him and his buddies fidget toys. And so it's almost like a fidget toy because there's something in there. So the video will show you how to make these. We have a full kit that includes the fabric you need to make it. It's got the 6 different scripture verses that's included. We've got the batting included. So all you'll need are whatever scraps you have. There's little plastic crosses included. And then it even comes with gift bags. So after you make it, you can drop it in the little gift bag, cinch it closed, and then you can gift these. And you don't even need to wrap them, right? They're ready to go. So 2 super fun, quick and easy projects for you guys to make really for Christmas with a napkin or just any time of year.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
I love those Christmas tree napkins.
Yeah. They're fun and functional.
And I might have a few Christmas fabric scraps around, so I'm going to be trying to make those. Yep.
No,
Jen.
I think I used your tutorial, Jen, earlier, and probably last year for my son who got married. So I gave them a set for their Christmas table.
I love it.
I did coordinate though; they were not scrappy.
Yeah, I have
both
coordinating and a scrap. Yeah.
Yeah, but I could imagine them in all bright Christmas or any bright colors. That would be quite cool.
So Jen, those little prayer quilts, when you put them in the little bags and pull the drawstrings on them, you could actually hang them on the Christmas tree.
Oh, that's true. You can put them as little like gift ornaments.
Yeah. So like if you put them on a tree in the hallway, by your front door, they could take one as they're going out the door.
I love that.
I think that's
that.
adorable. I love that the little bag comes with them.
You know, I wanted to make it easy. I feel like everyone is under so much stress nowadays. It's like, this is like a one and done. You got everything you need right there. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
What is
I
your
reckon you
project?
could start a whole heap. My project is, it's quite a small one. It is one that you can use scraps for. And I have a collection of scraps, and you'll notice that in my examples that I have, they're all a little bit color coordinated because I did go through my scraps and, you know, all the reds and all the oranges and all that sort of stuff. So I have a mug rug. So, and this is Christmas. So it's a log cabin mug rug. It's quick and easy. You basically sew it and quilt it at the same time. Or you can make it separate. It's entirely up to you. And then I have bound mine, but you can bag them if that makes sense to people. Rather than, if binding is really not your thing, you can do it in the bag method. So this is obviously in Christmas colors. And again, this is a fantastic use for scraps. All right, I've got a few here to show you, and I've just dropped the rest on the floor.
Isn't that always the way? Oh, I love that one. That one's got my name on it for Christmas.
It
That one's
matches
got your name
your
on
jacket, Anne.
It does a bit, doesn't it? This one is also purples, but looks a bit blue on screen. But you can see I have literally used up scraps so that they are
just the perfect spot on that side where you've got the larger piece of fabric. Perfect spot for my cookie or my biscuit.
Yes.
With my cup of coffee.
That's the goal. Put your cup and your cookie. It's a bit bigger than a coaster. You know, it's sort of quite useful. Oh, I've got one here that, look, it's not
finished.
Not done, but I started on the oranges. So
what a great way to use your scraps, though.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So if you've got scraps and you've, finished other things, cut them into like 1 inch strips or 1.5 inch strips probably. Then, you've got and you can use them all up. Look, I've got some there where the strip wasn't long enough. So I've actually joined it together and it doesn't matter. So if you've got scraps, it's an ideal project. We're going to be sharing all of these on our blogs and YouTube on the 25th of this month, July, which will be now because we're recording this earlier.
Links below.
And lots of links below, yes.
That's it. The links will be below and we will share all of our projects with you. And if you're keen on any of those recipes, please jump over to the individual blogs because that's where you'll find those. Because I'm a bit keen on that orange bread. What was it, Charisma?
Orange candy?
Orange candy bread.
That sounded pretty good. And if you would like a taste of Australia, then jump to, the Anne's or mine, and you can work out how to make the chocolate ripple
biscuits
or pavlova. But we hope you have a fun and relaxing time being creative, making a variety of gifts. If you do get involved with the Operation Christmas Child, don't forget Laura's offer there. Because then you might find another project that you could make as well.
Lovely.
Have a great time. Is there anything else that anybody wanted to add?
Just have a great time. Enjoy Christmas in July. For us Aussies, July is actually our winter, so we actually get to experience a bit of cold. Our Christmas usually comes when it's like 40 degrees Celsius and revolting. So I enjoy Christmas in July because I get a chance to cook up a nice meal for my family of hot things to keep us warm.
Yeah, and I noticed that you're in a nice jacket, and I'm sweating actually in a tank top right now.
I'm actually sitting here freezing cold because my heater actually makes too much noise. So
oh my gosh!
My hands are frozen.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Yes,
So
it
have
is
a
always
lovely time doing all of these wonderful projects.
Excellent. Merry Christmas in July, everybody.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.